Hello, I'm Pastor Dave, and this is our Advent devotion for December 22nd. Worship we the Godhead, love incarnate, love divine. These lines have something special that we have not yet encountered on our Advent journey. And it's something that we need to take a moment to look into and appreciate. We have the love incarnate, we have the love divine. But there's something else here. These lines contain the reminder of our triune God, which is something very special. This is important because during Christmas, we rightfully focus on Christ. This is the normal thing we do. We're marking the birth of Christ into the world. When it comes to the Holy Spirit, we tend to focus on the Holy Spirit on Pentecost, the day the Holy Spirit came upon the early church, as found in Acts 2. There we have the completion of the Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. When the Holy Spirit comes on earth, dwells with the apostles in the early church, empowering them to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ throughout the world. On Pentecost, we don't often focus on Christ. But we also tend to forget about the Holy Spirit at Christmas. Yeah, we forget the Holy Spirit was part of this entire equation. We can think of the Holy Spirit as being part of the incarnation. And that makes perfect sense that the Holy Spirit was how Mary became pregnant with Christ. We can see the Holy Spirit at work interacting with humanity. There's even actually parts of the narrative where the Holy Spirit is leaving the mark on the world. Not everyone had divine messengers and angels. Some had messages in a dream. And think about the wise men who were warned in a dream not to return to Herod, but return home by a different way. Could that not be the Holy Spirit at work in this world? Or in a dream to Joseph to take Mary and the child to Egypt to save the child. And later a dream to say it's safe. You can return home. It's entirely possible and likely that the Holy Spirit was at work in these ways, and through many other ways we don't yet perceive. But we need to remember through this whole story that the Holy Spirit is there. The Holy Spirit was at work because the Holy Spirit was with God the Father and with Jesus Christ in the beginning. The Holy Spirit didn't come later. The Holy Spirit always has been. And that's a challenge for us as we look at the Nativity and we become so focused on Christ and the account of Christ's birth. We must remember that there was a role for the Holy Spirit in all of this. The Holy Spirit was present in the Nativity. This is one of the many ways God was at work that we don't always see. Just as God is at work now through the Holy Spirit in the church in ways that we do not yet understand or foresee. These are our Advent devotions for today. I hope to see you tomorrow.